This video is going to be a little different than what we normally have here on this channel. Homemaking on the highway, like what even is that? Well, I'm about to tell you, but a lot of you know that my sister was diagnosed with cancer a month and a half ago, almost 2 months ago, and she is finally home from the hospital, and so we wanted to go see her. We were so excited to see her, see the rest of my family, and I thought it would be fun to take you along. Now, we are planning to take the motorhome, so we are still doing a lot of the cooking, the cleaning, the entertaining the kids, all the things on the road. So I thought, you know what, why don't we do that? Let's homemake on the highway here for a couple of weeks. It's about a 30-hour road trip one way, and so it will be a lot of time on the highway, but praying for safe travels and that all goes well. Before we really head to Canada, we're actually stopping in the mountains, and when I tell you that these mountains are absolutely stunning in the fall, I am not kidding. Like, fall in Vermont has nothing against the scenery we're about to see here. And so we're really excited about that. We're making a little stop with Josh's brother and his family. Then we head north, which is about a 30-hour drive. So I hope you enjoy following along. These are the kinds of videos that we really treasure as a family, and I hope that it inspires you as well. And then we'll be back next week for my regular content again. We have arrived at the cabin, and oh my goodness, we are so excited. We had a nice sleep in this morning. We got here pretty late last night, so that was a bummer because we didn't get to see a lot of the foliage on the last part of the drive, which is always the most beautiful, but it's okay. We're here now. The kids are actually just wanting to paint. They love collecting rocks, leaves, anything, and painting them whenever we're here. So we're gonna do that first and just have a probably pretty relaxing day, which is honestly so needed. Josh was just saying this morning how nice it felt going to bed without an alarm set. We don't even have cell service here. He has been working so hard in the field. Then last night, 2 nights ago, he ended up working till pretty much midnight in the field, and then he gets up, you know, 4:30, 5 o'clock for the barn, and so there's been a lot of really short nights, and so I'm grateful that he's been able to also rest a little bit more already. So we're off to a great start. But I love this paint set. This is actually just from Amazon, and there are a ton of colors, and they also have special colors like sparkly ones, all kinds of different colors, and these last us for actual years. So I love having these on hand for when we come here, but also at home when the kids want to paint. They are washable. And then I just also picked up one of these, so a bunch of different paintbrushes and things. And I don't have time now because the kids are waiting, but I also want to show you what all I packed in my pantry here on the motorhome, because you learn things as you use a camper more and more, and some things that have made the trip so far already so much better.
No, okay. Actually, you should do a green and yellow tractor. Mine's gonna be the
Leslie, where are we going now? Yeah, play ball at the park. start to worry. We've made it to Canada and we are so excited. I forgot how hard it was to film on the road though. Oh my goodness. Trying to keep your balance and holding onto plates of food, never mind trying to set up a tripod that I realized a screw is missing in and it kept like swiveling. Anyway, hopefully you got a little peek of that. Maybe I can give you a little more on the way home, but I did want to share with you a couple of things, 3 specifically, that are a game changer in a motorhome situation like this. The first one is little handheld vacuum. This thing is not the most beautiful to look at, although I'm pretty sure I've raved about it before in my cleaning video. I actually gave it to Josh for Father's Day and we have both just been so impressed when there's spills that happen while you're driving or just even cleanup in general. It does such a good job and you can reach places with like the long nozzle thing instead of sweeping. I don't know, it's just been huge game changer. And then second of all is something that I am actually not a big proponent of but is really helpful when you're traveling, and that is all like disposable everything. Plates, cups, bowls, cutlery, and even for wiping things down, you know, you'd pile up dirty dishes that would just get smelly as you're traveling. Very not pleasant experience, and then you finally get to wherever you're going and it's all like caked on. Plus, you've probably been seeing all these water bottles in here. We keep our water bottles in the sink while driving so they don't go flying everywhere. And so this time I just packed some paper towels and then my spray bottle with a little bit of cleaning spray in it, and I'll just spray my table or whatever and wipe it down with paper towel. It's definitely not a way that I would promote living in general with just disposable everything, because obviously it makes a ton of waste, but for those days of traveling it really does make such a difference in just keeping the place looking and smelling clean. And speaking of smelling, my third thing is totally extra, not a necessity, but I took a candle, my very favorite one from Antique Candle Co. This is the Main Street Bakery one. I think this is one of my top 3. I'll give it top 3. I really love this one and I know a lot of you are too. And then some matches. Obviously I do not burn this while we're driving. That would entirely not be safe, but when we're parked somewhere, so first we were at the cabin and now at my parents' house, it just makes it feel like home. Y'all know that I light candles all the time at home, but even aside from just the vibe and the ambiance of it, it smells good in here then, right? And so it's inviting, it feels cozy. It's actually a rainy day out here. Anyway, those are a couple of little tidbits that have been super helpful and that I honestly wish I had known so much sooner about homemaking on the highway. We are getting ready to do laundry today and I'll try to keep giving you little clips of our trip here and there, but also just being present. And I actually wasn't planning to film this trip, but then I was like, you know what, these are such a favorite for us to look back on, the little things we did on the trip. Plus I know so many of you have been praying for my sister in her cancer journey, and so I thought it would be fun to at least give you some little peeks into this. Well, it is the next day now. I filmed nothing yesterday after I had talked to you, and a big part of that is William is not... It's so hard having a little 8-month-old that likes to be active, but you're in a thrift store and not very ideal for crawling around and chewing on everything. So, well, also at the thrift store there's all the other helpers, right? So I don't want to be in everybody's face with a camera. I will try to show you around there a little bit more. So today actually I am gonna stay here at Dad's and bake a bunch of sourdough for them, hopefully. It's Mom's starter. I know sometimes starters can act a little bit different, but I brought my good old recipe binder along with some of my favorite recipes from home, and I'm gonna see if I can do some baking for them. So that's the plan here this morning. The guys are doing a bunch of stuff outside. I think they're cutting down trees, maybe making logs. I'm not sure, but it should be a fun day. We haven't really had a day like this here yet where it's working but around the house, and so I'm looking forward to it. I've actually been missing my kitchen and baking, so this will be super fun. While Abby and I are mixing cookies on this side, some real artwork is happening on this side. Tan is crazy talented with painting, and Leslie is starting something here. There's Cara.
Peace on earth and goodwill to men. Heavenly angels dance his arrival in the little town of Bethlehem. Hallelujah to the Lord, sing holy. He was born to save the world from sin. Glory to God in the highest glory. Hallelujah to the Lord, amen.
Whatever that is.
You've been waiting to work here, haven't you? Help sort everything at Grandma and Grandpa's thrift store. One of the things the kids have been the most excited for about being at Grandma and Grandpa's house is their giant playground. My dad built this years ago when I was little, and it is still such a favorite with the kids. Whew, it is a chilly morning, but here, this is what the kids are doing. And you like swinging though? Good. It's a pretty chilly morning. And we've got frosty grass this morning. Definitely getting chilly. I showed you yesterday a little clip of my parents' thrift store, and chances are we'll be spending a lot of time there because they are getting ready for a grand opening of a new extension to the store that will hopefully open like the last day or two that we're here. So all hands on deck there. The kids had so much fun, the girls especially, with getting dolls dressed and combed. Hudson was helping clean some shelves and things, and so I think we'll be spending a good bit of today there again, and honestly of our visit here. Are you you taking the greens off? They dug all of Mom's carrots for her.
Wow!
How is it, Abby? Yummy carrot? Probably. Hey, stickers.
You help them? That sounds like a pasta flag.
Sure how to make it happen.
We just got home from church a couple of minutes ago and we're actually getting ready to celebrate Christmas early with my family here. We don't know when we'll be seeing them next, so we thought, you know what? Instead of not celebrating Christmas at all together, we're gonna do it a little bit early. So that's the plan for this afternoon. Mom has cooked up a feast for lunch. It smells incredible in there. So we are gonna thoroughly enjoy that and then we'll move on to gifts and all things Christmassy.
Already sit down.
Set it on the ground here.
What's in here? You gonna open it?
Good luck.
Your puppy blanket, right?
Hudson, who grew this popcorn? Cool. Actually just pulled in at home here about an hour, maybe two ago, and so pardon my appearance. This is after a 30-hour road trip, but I didn't film anything, I don't think, the last week of our trip to Manitoba. I did want to just pop on here and say a huge thank you for all of you that have been praying for my sister through this journey with cancer. It's been hard, obviously. No one chooses to have cancer be a part of your journey, but we don't always get to choose our journeys, and so she has been walking through this like such a warrior. I am amazed at her courage and just her outlook even through all of this. But she did start another round of chemo here the last week that we were there, but side effects are kicking in, and so I would just ask if you would continue to pray for her anyway. So it has been just really special to be there with her and with the rest of my family. My other sister recently moved, and so that was fun to see her cute little place. She is so talented with decorating. And then another big event and kind of purpose of our trip there was helping my family with their ministry thrift store reopening. We actually spent a lot of time there. Josh was building fitting rooms and just helping with a lot more of the actual building side of things, and then the kids and I would help with sorting and styling shelves and all these things. So lots of good memories made, but not really something that I filmed a lot of. But if you're ever visiting, their thrift store is in Arborg, Manitoba, and it's called the Harbor Lights Thrift Store, and you should definitely stop in, say hi to them, and you can see what we worked on this week. Thank you so much for following along. Even though this was not my normal type of video, I hope that you were encouraged, inspired, and I will be back with normal content next week. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, friends.
Golden thing.